Hey, it's Ava, and I'm here to start the SUFH Gets the Gold Kindness Initiative. The first person I'm giving the stick to is Mac. She's a very powerful part of the team. She has such strong dives and is very good with commands on the field. She also brings a lot of good charisma too, and I am very happy to pass this along to her.
Stick. Ava, there's no one else I'd rather run to the far net with during practices. You make practices so fun and you're one of the fastest goalies I know. You're also so sweet and you're always there for anyone who ever needs a hug, which I truly admire. I chose the words "we got this" because, hey, we got this, Suf. Like, nothing can change that. I am passing this stick to Viv. You're an inspiration on and off the field. On the field, you're a beast and you're always ready to compete. And off the field, you're so kind and you never fail to make me laugh. Thanks for being a great family, Suf.
Mac, you are just such a breath of fresh air. I'm so lucky that you're a part of this team, and whether we're competing together on the field or I just pass you on campus, like, we always have such a good time together, and I'm always so happy to see you, and you're a great friend and teammate. The word that I chose for SUFH is work, because I feel like that alone is what always needs to be done. There's always work to do, no matter what we accomplish, no matter what we don't accomplish, there's always something more that we can do, and we can never be satisfied. Abby, you have so much potential. I see it in you every single day. Your drive to get better and the way that you watch how things happen on the team and just the person you are will take you so far, not only in field hockey but in life. So both Mac and Abby, so grateful that you're a part of SUFH.
I was passed the stick by Viv. Not only does she absolutely control the left side of the field, but she always has such a positive attitude and she always has a smile on her face, which is great to see coming into practices. The word that I chose to put on the stick is intensity. I think that SUFH has such a great level of intensity, whether it's on the field, in the weight room. We're constantly competing against each other and our opponents, and I just think it's such a great atmosphere, and we're always so intense in everything we do. I'm going to be passing the stick off to Jude. Jude, for me, is like the ideal hard worker. I've never seen her take a play off, and in the weight room, she's always going at it, and honestly, it's really inspirational for me. So go for it, Jude.
Abby's so kind, and her eagerness to learn is unmatched. When she puts her mind to something, she's going to accomplish that goal with 100% effort, both on and off the field. The word that I'm going to put on the stick is unit. I think this is something that we all understand and encompass as a team. We know that we have to work together in order to succeed, and it also shows how tight-knit we are. Maddie is a true example of overcoming anything that gets thrown in your path. She's resilient and perseveres through everything.
Jude is one of the most kindest, selfless people I've ever met. I think her heart is so big and her dedication to field hockey and SUFH is unmatched. The word I would like to add to the stick is family. SUFH continues to go through the highest of highs and the lowest to lows all together, and we just come out even stronger as one unit. Lauren is quiet but mighty. She is so kind, and her smiling face lights up any room she walks into, and I'm really looking forward to her to break out of her shell and show us all what she has to offer.
Maddie is such a great leader on this team, and she always gives positive advice and support to anyone who needs it. Her quick touches on the field are so influential. The word that I'm adding to the stick is perseverance, because our team has overcome so much, and we continue to persevere through all of our toughest challenges that we encounter. And Katie always gives 110% on and off the field, and I always admire how she's so determined with everything she does. I'm so excited to see what she accomplishes next season.
I admire Lauren because she is such a hard worker. She is quiet, but is always very determined. I will be adding the word strength to the stick because I think it truly embodies our motive. We want to be the strongest team so that no one can beat us. I will be passing the stick to Bailey, another person I admire a lot. She brings such a great energy to SUFH and is always working hard to be better for herself, but also for the team.
I received this stick from Katie, and I admire her because of her work ethic and resiliency. Katie works harder than anyone I've ever met and never gives up. I will be adding the word adaptability to the stick. As a team, we make the best out of every situation, no matter what curveball is thrown our way. I admire Cassie because of her accountability and humility. Cassie is always the first one to congratulate you on your accomplishments, whether it be big or small, and she is always one to hold herself and her teammates accountable. If you aren't working hard when you are supposed to be, she will make sure you are next time.
I admire Bailey for her commitment and love for the game. She always shows up smiling and ready to do anything. She never gives up and is such a hard worker. I'm going to be adding the word perseverance to the stick because nothing can stop this team from achieving our goals. I'm going to be giving the stick to Lee, and I admire Lee for her ability to always stay composed at all times on and off the field. She's always there for everybody no matter what, and I admire her ability to stay strong in every situation.
I received the stick from Cassie, and I admire her because she makes me push myself every single day to do better, especially with training and running. And I'm passing the stick off to Julia, and I admire her because she's like a very silent, hard worker, and she never complains. She always just goes out on the field and she's committed to the grind, and I think that's really admirable. And I'll be adding the word fight to the stick because we just need to keep fighting and pushing forward, and I think that will get us to our end goal of winning the Landmark Conference Championship again.
I got the stick from Lee, and what I really love about her is that she's always able to keep calm under pressure during tough games and really hold it together in the defense. I'm going to be passing the stick along to Hope, and I think Hope is really awesome because she never stops fighting for the ball and she always recovers on defense. I'm going to be adding the word determination to the stick because I believe in working hard and never giving up on your dreams.
I got the stick from Julia, and something that I love about her is that she always pushes me to keep my feet moving on defense when I play against her in practice. Next, I'm sending this stick to Gabby. Something I love about Gabby is that she is a powerhouse in the backfield, and she's so reliable on and off the field.
I got the stick from Hope, and I think that she is important to SUFH because she always wants to get better, she's always learning, and she's always pushing everyone to be their best. And I'm giving the stick to Jenny. She always tries to up her 3D skill game and always keeps the defenders on the team on her toes and always makes us better in every practice.
Gabby is an important aspect to SUFH because she is a brick wall defense and she makes the offensive line work so hard, which only makes us better. And she's just super happy all the time, which is great. And Allie is a player that brings great work ethic to SUFH. She works so hard her freshman year just to come back from an injury, and she is just really important on the offensive line.
I received the stick from Jenny. I admire Jenny for her creativity on the field and ability to eliminate defenders using 3D skills. Jenny can flawlessly eliminate anyone on the field by using an aerial dribble, and it just amazes me, and I look up to her for that. I'm passing the stick off to Sam, and I admire Sam for her diligence on and off the field, her no BS attitude, and her willingness and ability to speak her mind.
I received the stick from Allie. Allie's really important to SUFH because of her quick decision-making on the field. She's always in a good spot on the field, and she's able to make a lot of plays for us. And that is important to SUFH because she is super fast, and she's just overall like a really hyper energetic person, which on the sideline really helps hype everyone up.
I got the stick from Sam, and I really like the intensity that she brings to the team, especially when she's on the field. I know that she always has a game plan and that every play that she has an end goal in mind, and I really admire that. And I'm passing the stick on to Morgan, and I really admire the way that she doesn't choke under pressure, and especially when a defender's on her on the sideline, which can be pretty difficult. And she seems to go right past them and make some really nice passes that led to some great plays.
I think Nat is a very crucial player to the team because she's very encouraging and positive, and she also always gives 100% effort. Kelsey is very speedy and competitive, which pushes the rest of the team, and she's also a very encouraging teammate.
Morgan has great stick skills on the field. She can easily get around defenders. She's always pushing everyone at practice, and I love playing with her. She's a really good friend on and off the field. And Sarah's an incoming this year, and we're really excited to see her speed on the field as well as being able to incorporate her bubbly and energetic personality into the team.
The first time I met Kelsey was for the freshman indoor tournament, and she was super nice and encouraging to us all day and made us feel really welcomed. When I first played with Ava, I could tell she had a really great work ethic, and she was a really good teammate to have on the field with you.
The first time I met Sarah, she was super welcoming and really encouraging on the field. She seems like the type of player that everyone would work well with on the field. The first time I met Katie, she was super friendly and made me feel really comfortable. In addition to being a great player on the field, I think Katie will bring a positive spirit to how we interact off the field.
Ava is important to Suf because she has a positive attitude and a great work ethic. She is a great person and an even better friend. Erin is important to Suf because she is supportive in the backfield and a great asset to the D squad.
I got the stick from Katie B, and she is important to Suf because she has an amazing perception of the field and she has such a positive attitude. And I'm sending the stick to Nina, and she is important to Suf because she has such a great knowledge of the game and she does one of the best reverse shots I have ever seen.
Erin's an important part of the team because she has really good leadership qualities, and Ashley's a really important part of the team because she's really good with working with other people and is always inclusive of everyone else.
I received the stick from Nina Marino, and I think she would be important to Suf because she has a very positive attitude and seems like a very aggressive player. I'm passing the stick down to Lauren Beck, and I think she would be important to Suf because she has good stick skills and good speed. I received the stick from Ashley Schreffler, and she is important to Suf because she is very aggressive and has a good visual of the whole field. I am passing the stick to Jaden Brzezinski. She is important to Suf because of her dedication and her ability to be a role model to others.
So I received the stick from Lauren Beck, who's one of our incomings and one of our little freshmen. She has a great work ethic and she plays a ton of intensity, and I know she's going to fit right in well with all of us PFTs and mids. Alyssa is important to Suf because she always prepares our goalies for game day, and she also motivates the rest of us for any game or any practice on the line.
I received the stick from Jaden. You are extremely kind, reliable, and you have an outstanding work ethic. Also, you're always there for your teammates whenever they need you, and you truly do embody Suf. I'm passing the stick on to Ashton. You know the game so well inside and out, and you're always working so hard to prepare our players to put the best version of themselves on the field when it comes to game day. You're also very patient, caring, and loving, and always welcoming people with open arms.
Alyssa's just amazing. She is the definition of Suf and what it embodies. I'm lucky to call her my friend, and I wish her all the best in the future. And I know, though, she's going to do great things in the future, and I can't wait to see what life has in store for her because she is truly, truly amazing, because she just brings a great vibe to the team, whether that be coming in with eating a full cucumber or pepper, or me going to Dunkin' in the morning on Saturdays and grabbing her a sprinkle donut and an ice water. I'm going to miss doing that. But I get to send it off to Dice. You know, I would have never thought in a million years that I would have the opportunity to coach at the collegiate level, and I have you to thank for that, for believing me and trusting in me to, you know, take this journey with you. You put everyone else first before yourself, and, you know, I don't know what I would do without you. I feel as though we are not only colleagues, but like really good friends that we can just like, you know, sit down and just like talk about anything. And I can't wait to, you know, keep doing this with you and fighting on and getting another landmark championship, conference championship with you.
So I just want to say that SPESH is such an important part to the team, because when we started this journey together, you know, I had no idea how close that SPESH and I would become, not just as friends, but as coaches. And I have so much respect for her and the knowledge that she brings to the game. She's like the silent but deadly person. Like, she doesn't bring attention to herself. She doesn't ask for a lot, but she can answer any question, and her knowledge of the game is really superior. So we're so lucky to have her behind the scenes. Even though you may look at SPESH and I sometimes and think that we're two completely different people, I think we balance each other out really well, and I really don't know what I would do without her. Ava, where do I begin? We wouldn't be SUFH without you, and it's not just your 6-word stories, your inspiration, and your truly genuine personality, but it's just how much that you give that I don't think everybody already sees. You give us so much behind the scenes. You're kind of a little bit like SPESH in that way. You don't ask for a lot of attention. You don't need to be the center of attention, but I think when you speak, I know it captivates me and I always listen. So I'm so grateful for how genuine you are and how well you represent us. And with that being said, I wanted to give you my word to add to the stick. And that word is tough. I just think that it's simple, but our team is tough. Each and every individual on this team is tough. And seeing how you guys have held together during this pandemic has really solidified for me just what a group of tough people you are.